All right, YouTube, stay tuned to see what we sold in the month of October. Me and her both. I told Kaylee that I need a little bit more interaction with her in the introduction, and that's what I got. So, I mean, she does love me, I think, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we want to come to you guys today, show you what we sold in the month of October. But first, I cannot thank all of you enough. I mean, we have now over, I think the last time I checked was 210 subscribers. That is just, I mean, it's wonderful, and we can't thank you enough. We thank you for all the nice comments that have been made, and we are so glad you're enjoying our videos. And I know somebody said, hey, you need to show us what you're making on this stuff, and so we're gonna do that. And there are gonna be some things, guys, that we're not gonna go over. We're just gonna kind of hit some highlights. And the small stuff, it's $10, $15. Sometimes we probably won't go over, and we're not just gonna go over everything. The video would be long, but this is gonna be me and Kaylee both, what we sold, and then we're gonna kind of break it down at the end, tell you what we made as a profit, you know, and then at the get what we sold and work all the expenses out of it, show you what we made as a profit for the month of October. So her and I both. So let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna go. We're just gonna we got them all mixed up, so the dates may be different and that kind of thing. But the first thing up is this it's a Magnavox CD player. I bought this from an actual friend of mine who was moving, and he was selling a lot of stuff, and he knew that we sold stuff. And when I found out he was having a yard sale, I said, hey, can me and Kaylee come over and get a first peek at everything? And he said, sure. So we came over, and I bought a whole stereo system from him with some Bose speakers, and you'll see this a lot of this that's sold this month with that. So I paid $200 for the whole system, and so I just kind of broke it down what I paid for each item, but mainly it was the Bose speakers that were the most profitable thing. But it's this is a vintage 1988 Magnavox CD player. The next thing also I bought from him as well at his yard sale, he had a lot of blow molds, and this was a nativity scene blow mold. It goes in a nativity scene. It was a camel. He actually had 3 of these. I bought all 3 of them, and I'm selling some of his stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I've only sold one thing on there, but I am selling the camels on eBay. They're hard to ship, but I sold this one for $108, and paid $200 for all of them. And I mean, I'd probably say I have about, well, I paid $200, and I traded in my golf club too that I had. That was an expensive golf club, but I probably have about $25, maybe $20 in each. That's what I figured up, $20 each in each blow mold. So I sold this for $108, and the buyer paid shipping on that.
The next thing is mine. I don't remember where I got this from. It might have been in that big old thing where I spent $300 in that big old thing. So I probably have about $1.
Peaches to Beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably have about $1 into this, and I sold it for $20, and buyer paid shipping.
Yep. The next thing are for me, is the Bose speakers from my friend's sale. And I actually had, you'll see in there, it says $230 refunded. They charged this buyer. This was a weird, I mean, I double checked. I had the weight and dimensions right. They charged this buyer $96 to ship both these speakers. They were big and heavy. I refunded him $40. And he was from California, and we both discussed that they're probably going to get damaged. I've never packed a pair of speakers, anything for that matter. I had styrofoam on all 4 sides, every 6 sides of this thing, everywhere you could possibly put styrofoam. And one of them was damaged, and I had to refund him half. He was nice, and he let me refund him half, and half the cost and the shipping on that. I currently have a case with UPS trying to get my money back on that, because they damaged the item. You can see the box was dropped and it was damaged. So Yeah, it stinks. The next thing was from my friend's Stereo by 2 Kenwood synthesizer, stereo tuner. It $30. Buyer paid shipping on that as well.
Next thing is mine. I bought this from Peaches to Beaches, but not in that whole big old thing. It was like from another person. I probably spent about $1 to $2 on this bottle, and I sold it for $45, and they paid shipping.
Yep. Then I put this in here because of stuffed animals, and if you can find a stuffed animal that is Disney or Scooby Doo or Walt or Looney Tunes, stuff like that, people buy these things, and I have it. This was a big one. This was a big deal, a big Scooby, and I paid $0.25, I think, for this. They had a box of stuffed animals for $0.25 each. Paid $0.25, sold it for $15, and buyer paid $31.35 shipping because I'm a moron and I put box dimensions in this thing, and anyway, I should have made that cheaper, but they paid for it and I shipped it to them exactly like I said I was going to, and for priority shipping. This is a Guitar Hero. I bought a whole lot of video games. I believe it's on a video. If it's not, it's coming up. But I bought he had like a whole box of Xbox video games and the system, 2 Les Paul guitars, and he had a plug-in guitar as well that I have over here. I'm about to list. But I sold this one and another one, both for $55, $54.95, and buyer pays shipping on both of them.
Next is the same thing. It's just another person bought it. Same price, same everything, really.
Do you have about maybe $2 in it at the most?
Yeah, probably.
$45. All right. The next thing is up here is I bought a Sony PS2 from an estate sale for $20. We didn't know if it worked, and it didn't. When I got it home, it didn't work, and it was just the PlayStation. I had the cords to hook it up to the TV and stuff, and just from buying video games, having extra cords. But bought it for $20. It didn't work. Luckily, it had this network adapter on the back of it, and where you could play PS2, your PS2 over, I guess, the internet and play some online gaming somehow with a PS2. I've never done that, so I don't know how it happens. But I sold this network adapter for $20, which is what I paid for the PS2, and I currently have the PS2 just sitting over here for parts. In case I get another one that doesn't work, I can maybe use the power supply or something like that on it. So I broke even on this, which kind of stinks. Not while we're doing this, but it happens. Yeah, I didn't lose money, exactly. This was great. This 5-Watt Bose Lifestyle. It's a Bose Lifestyle speaker combo thing. It's a CD thing. It sits on the actually no, let me take that back. This is not it. But these are the speakers that went with that little CD player. I bought 2 of these CD players with all the speakers and everything. I had like, I don't know how many speakers I had. I think there's 5 here, and I had 2 more, so 7 speakers that came with it. The subs came with it too. The subs were not working, which is totally fine, because I bought this and another set for $20. Okay, for $20. 7 speakers, 2 CD players, and all of Bose, all of that worked. All these little speakers worked, and I sold it for I bought it for $20. I have 2 systems, and I've sold both of them already. I sold the other one for like $100, but it was not in the month of October. But $125 on this one, buyer paid shipping on just the speakers is what this was.
Next are these Timberland, like kind of dress shoe kind of things. I paid $3 for them, and they sold for $38. I think they sent me an offer, and I just accepted it, and they paid shipping.
I told her, she said I told her she was stupid for buying these. I don't know. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, you did.
I do not remember.
Now look, they sold.
Now this you guys saw in the Peaches to Beaches video as the G.I. Joe, the Saratoga motorized aircraft carrier thing. I bought it for $30 and sold it for $80, $79.95. Buyer paid shipping. It came with the helicopters and or planes and a helicopter and all this kind of. It was a neat thing. It all worked, which was great. This you saw on a video as well in the Goodwill. In Goodwill, we had I bought 2 of these for $2 each. This one sold for $39.95, free shipping to the buyer.
Next is it's like 3 bars of soap in a box. I got this from Peaches to Beaches. Probably paid $1 for it, and it sold for $60 plus shipping on top.
Soap, people, soap.
Yep.
It's Estee Lauder soap, so it's you know.
Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder.
Estee Lauder. This was also the next thing was a Pinnacle subwoofer. Subwoofer. And Abby, you know. Anyway, a subwoofer. This was with my buddy's stereo system that he had. This was part of it. $49.95. And buyer paid $55 shipping, so they paid more for shipping than they paid for the speaker. It's got that thing was humongous. So anyway, I don't mind selling these big things like this, and as long as I got the boxes to put them in and that kind of thing, I'll do it.
That's just a headache for me.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why the other guitar is not showing up on this, because I sold both of them, but it's not showing. I'm gonna have to look into that, but. This was a Rock Band 4 for PS4, Rock Band PS4 guitar. You saw on the best viewed video we have. It's over 2,000 views now. Thank y'all for that. But I bought both of them for $20 and a drum set and the game for $20. I sold this for $149.95. Buyer paid shipping on that. Great profit there.
Next is this hat. We bought it in a video.
Yeah, I said it was a fedora.
Yeah, it's not a fedora.
It's not a fedora.
It's a short bill cap fitted golf hat. That's what it is. And I sold it. I think I bought it for like
$1. I remember.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember it was $1.
And then sold it for $15 and buyer paid shipping.
Yep. I had to say I had to wear the Georgia hat tonight because we are ranked #1. So Alabama, you can, whatever. I mean, you can. I want to say suck it, but I mean you can, you know. But I don't want. I actually like Bama. Okay, they're okay, but
they're all right.
They're all right, but anyway, but
the Braves.
The Braves, they need to win it.
They're doing good.
They messed it up last night. Grand Slam first inning, you know, blew it. Anyway, we're gonna get on with this. Where this is I don't even know what this is other than it's just a flask with some little stainless steel cups to drink shots of whiskey out of, but it's a fine champagne cognac hip flask with shot glasses. I bought it for $5 at a yard sale, sold it for $22. I had to also ship it, so I'm not making much on it. Maybe, I don't know, it probably cost me $6 to ship it, and so because it was in a wooden case and all, maybe let's just say $8 to ship. Spent $5 on it, so that's $14. I didn't make much on that one. It was selling more on the comp sales, and it just did not do it for me. So this is a GameCube controller. I bought this in a box at a yard sale. This lady had a box of just random video game stuff, and this was in it. I mean, I probably have $1 in this, maybe $2 at the most, and I sold it for $31.45 and free shipping to her. So making a pretty good profit on that.
Next is this Dickies winter hat. It had this weird back thing on it.
Ear flaps.
That's what you call it.
Keeps you cool, warm in the winter. Yeah, keeps you good.
I thought it was neat, so I just took a chance on it. I think I bought it for $1.
Mm-hmm.
And sold it for $15 and buyer paid shipping.
Yep. Next is the other Bose Lifestyle, or one of the Bose Lifestyle. This one both of them had remotes with it too, which was even better. Because if you get a remote with a old electronics, it sells better. So I always try to get the remote. But this was part of that $20 sale. I bought this. I'm gonna say this is $10. I already sold the speakers that were with it for $125, and this was $99.95. So I mean, I just really killed on that one there. You weren't with me that day.
I don't think I was.
Yeah, you weren't with me. I think it was when I was all by myself. All right, Kayla, you kicking the table, shaking the camera all over the place.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry. She says I'm shaking the camera with the mouse too, so I don't know. Well, okay. And then this was the other ink I bought for $2 at Goodwill, and expired in 2017, guys. 2017. $2, sold $25, buyer paid shipping on top of that.
Next is a vintage baseball hat. I think I bought it. I think in a lot of hats, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably have 50 cents.
I was gonna say
like
it's probably
a
50
quarter or
cents.
something.
Yeah, it's not much.
Not much at all.
Yep.
And it sold for $14 and buyer pay shipping.
Yep. This is the other Bose Lifestyle. This actual CD player. This one sold for $125, and the speakers sold separate, and the other one sold. So this was just a great buy for me, and I just racked up on this deal. You saw this in the Peaches to Beaches video where we negotiated with the mother and the daughter, and the daughter was like, just sell it to him, you know. And they had 20 on it. I asked for 10. She said 15. I said, okay. So I sold it for $40 and shipped it for free. I was able to ship that first class actually in a poly bag. So I shipped it for about $6. So I've got $21 in it. Sold it for 40. Not too bad.
Next are these vintage Jordan Air Force One shorts. I've never really seen Air Force One shorts. Didn't know that was a thing.
Me either.
And they're 3XL though, so that might be why they sold for so much. And they sold for $40 and they pay shipping.
And you probably have what in that? How much? What'd you buy that for? Do you remember?
I think I bought a hoodie and
She bought a lot of
shorts.
stuff from, well, a few things from the guy.
I think it's either $250 or $5.
Okay. All right. Next is just a video game that I wanted to put up there. I am tired of paying. I'm going to start listing my video games with shipping on top of it because shipping's getting ridiculous now. So you guys need to remember that too, because it's just like getting out of control.
Didn't they raise it again?
Yeah, they raised it again. So, but this one was a good one. $13.95 buyer paid shipping on top of that. I might have. I probably have about $5 in this game. So that's about what I have in it. Wasn't a very good profit, but I did some. One other thing here, I bought a lot of games, a whole box of games, a PS2 system, everything. This case was in the box. The game did not come with it. So I probably have $10 in, not even $10. Let me take that back. I have about $5 in the case itself, and then this also came with a little disc. It was a DS game, comes with a disc. I bought the game on eBay, put the game with this, and sold this for $80. Buyer paid shipping on top. So I doubled my money at least. I have about I have about $45 in it, and I sold it for $80. So
Next is that same age.
Another one of those?
Yeah.
God Lord, dude.
Tons of those.
Dang.
And same price, $45 and buyer pay shipping.
This is a Pokemon Pearl version, just the case only, no game in it. So guys, you find Pokemon empty cases out there, get it, because this sold for $32.95. I have some games that I've already sold in that lot, and I have one game that's worth like $120. So I'm gonna be making good on that once I get everything listed and sold on that deal. This was two of the speakers that I bought with those Bose. Bose. I sold a lot of 5 and then a lot of 2, and these didn't have wires with it. That's why I did it that way. The other 5 had wires, and this was $39.95. And guys, I paid $20 for the whole thing. I already doubled my money on just this one thing, not even counting the other stuff. But that guy just wanted to get rid of it, I guess. I don't know why he did that, but that's what he did. All right. All right.
Next is the Estee Lauder bar soap. I think it might be the same thing, just not in a box. And it sold for $20 and buyer pay shipping.
More soap for 20. Soap for 20. I use Safeguard, and
We get this whole big old thing at Sam's.
yeah.
Like $1.
I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, what the heck, man? I don't know. I can't spend. There's no way I spend $20 on
Some
soap.
people have certain products and they're like, I gotta get this product.
They do, and hey, we're glad for them.
I'm happy for it.
We're glad for
I'm
them,
happy for
are we? Guys, this was bought a little while ago, and we were filming. But I think when I was in this guy's basement, he had so much stuff, and it was ridiculously cool stuff that he had down there.
One guy.
Yeah, you weren't with me that day.
Yeah.
And he had so much collectible stuff. This was there, and I just had to have it. And it's a a press pack for Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. It has photos in it. It has scripts in there that was read from the actors in it. These are kind of hard to find, and when I realized what it was, I had to have it. And he sold it for $50 to me, and I sold it for $190. I had it listed. They go for more than $190, but I had it listed, and I don't know if I just didn't have the right category or what was going on there, but somebody found it, offered me $190, and I went ahead and took it because it was actually out there for a while. Free shipping from the buyer, was priority shipping, $8 to ship it, so 50 into 180 basically. We'll just say 182. So I did good on that as well. This is another. The next thing's the other Les Paul guitar 360 that for Rock Band, not Rock Band, for Guitar Hero. That sold for $55. Buyer paid shipping on top of that.
Next is.
I think this might be the last thing actually.
Candelabras. It's a lot of like 2, 3 ones and then one single one. And I think I bought like a whole bunch of them for $1, if I'm not even mistaken.
She got a whole box for $1. People get rid of these.
Rid of these. Like they
don't want them.
They just give it to. I'm like, here, I'll take it.
I call her the candelabra queen over here. She literally sells the mess out of these candelabras.
But like any time of year, really.
Yeah,
like,
any time of year.
It could be June and you could sell them.
Yep.
And so I probably have like a quarter into it, and sold for $15 and buyer pay shipping.
Yep. No, it wasn't the last thing. Okay. This next thing I wanted to put in here because I bought a whole box of these glasses. There was like 20 of them in a box, and I bought them.
That.
Do you remember that? I bought them for $20. They were like $1 a piece, and so I've been selling them and just selling them and selling them. So I got $1 in there. It's $16. It is free shipping. I'm making about $10 after shipping, but I have $1 into it, making $10. So, but I'm just selling these things.
Next is a vintage Atlanta Braves hat.
Since they winning, the money goes up.
The money goes up.
The money goes up when they're winning, bro.
I actually sold this like a few days ago.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago.
And
October 30th.
Yeah, so it was like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It still had the tags. It was new, and I sold it for $40, and they paid shipping.
Yep. And so, Kaylee, you break down kind of what you did for this month for everybody.
So this month, with like everything added up, I made $490, and then with the eBay fee taken out, it's $429 with the eBay fee taken out. And then I added up like roughly $40 in cost of goods, and my total profit for this month is $389, which I've been kind of slacking off this month. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm gonna get back on it.
She has been slacking a little bit, y'all, because she's been well, she had a homecoming dance, and she had all this stuff that she's doing with friends, and so but what's cool is that eBay's sitting out there working for her when she's not having to work. So she made almost $400 this month in profit.
And plus a ton of schoolwork.
Yeah, she's working hard in school too. But guys, we're not full time at this. We're doing not like you see some of the guys full time. They're like, hey, we sold 25 things yesterday, and we're like, oh my God, it's like we've sold 25 things one time in a weekend together.
Yeah,
together. We have, but that was a good weekend. But
I think it was like a 4-day week or a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. All right, so Katie's slacking. She's slacker.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And we'll just go ahead and admit that.
Just watch me next month. I got you.
All right. Now, here's my breakdown of the month, and let you know kind of what I did. I did $1,947 in sales, and then when you take the cost of goods out of $413. That's how much it cost me roughly. When we say roughly, guys, it's like we buy things in lots, so it's hard to kind of tell you exactly what each item cost, but we buy things in lots, and like she bought all the perfume in lots. She got about $1 in each piece, and so that's how we do it. And me buying a whole lot of video games, I have maybe $1 or $2 in each video game. So $413 cost of goods out, $244 of eBay fees. We figure that up on a 12.5%. Is kind of what eBay takes out of our accounts. I have another $104 in shipping because I have some free stuff. I have some stuff that is free shipping for the buyer. And I spent about $104 on shipping myself. And I always put it in the price anyway. I try to, put it in the price to begin with. And then my profit, after all that is taken out, I made $1,290 in profit this month. And so for me, really kind of, to be honest with you, kind of a slow month as well. Because I've been really busy with the YouTube stuff, to be honest with you. And it takes me forever to edit a video, guys,
We need to get going because it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas. This is the third quarter.
Christmas, your sales.
I'm sorry, this is the fourth quarter, and the sales
go
jump. So we're going to get busy, listing stuff. And like I said, guys, we cannot thank you enough for subscribing to our channel, and we thank you for just being part of it. And keep watching, keep commenting, and I'll try to wear my seatbelt. I know some video didn't have my seatbelt on.
You're probably in a neighborhood or something.
Huh? Yeah, I was just coming out of the neighborhood or a gas station. I always put it on when we get on the main road.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I put it right back. I put it on. But I was filming anyway. Okay. But guys, we can't thank you enough. We are very appreciative and wanted to tell you that. And stay tuned for some more yard sale content, and we're kind of at least do these what sold things once a month at the end of the month, so you kind of see what's going on. So hopefully November, December, you'll see our sales go up and our profits go up. That's what we're hoping.
That's the goal.
All right. Thank y'all. We'll see you later. Peace. Hey guys, I'm gonna make a quick edit on this because I didn't even tell you what I made on Mercari or Facebook sales. So I just kind of figured that up, and don't know why I didn't do that. But everything I said before is just eBay. But I actually made about, let's see, I made profit-wise. I didn't sell much on either platform, but I sold some. My profit was $286 on both platforms. So sold $357 of stuff on Facebook and $193 on Mercari, and my total profit was, like I said, $286. So you add that on to the $1,290 I have, and I have made a total profit of $1,576 for the month of October. That helps out with Christmas. You know what I'm saying? As for the kiddos and for the family, and so that helps out. And of course, I've got expenses I have to spend on stuff, but it still helps out a lot. So doing this part-time, making almost $1,600 profit in 1 month is pretty good for me. So thank you guys again. Just wanted to make this quick edit and let you know about that too. Thank you. Bye.